Anyway, what I was gonna ask is,
Chris has just been tweeting about him a lot, I think, past day or two.
Hello everyone. Sorry for the being quiet for the first few minutes. I'm still like setting up. It will start in like 4 minutes, but I'm pretty sure that there's always like 10-minute delay, sometimes half an hour delay. I don't think it will be starting on time, or like I doubt that it will start on time. But we can check out the rules. It's 2 hanchans for the top 128. You are playing against 3 people. You're playing against the same 3 people, 2 hanchans, and the top 2 of the bracket basically moves on. It's the top 2 format. It is basically completely ranked format, but with red 5s. No extension, I think. Extension is of the abortive trolls are off. Akayame should be on. Yes, Akayame, or like it's technically it's called off. Akayame, Akari is off. This means that if you are winning slash Tito in South 4, the game continues. If you are Tempai, the game and continues as well. I mean, so your dealership will end as all the other dealerships. I really want to mute my Discord tab. Let's do that. I muted it for you. I need to figure out how to uh, how to have the sound mixer set up. Yeah, I can hear it, but you can't hear it on stream. I know it's possible, but I know some people have like a sound mixer, like a $300 thing or something. But I just have a laptop. But anyway, this is very standard rules with basically rank rules the with the tournament stuff like the recruits are off, no busting, renaissance, forced renaissance here, 5+10 no tips, and this doesn't really matter. We finished 15th here with 60 minutes displayed. We already got in the top 15 with like 11, and then we tried to play a little bit more for the just try to play a little bit more to be more on stream. As you know, I commentated as well. I try to commentate my own matches. We can queue up, or like we queued up like 5 minutes ago. Let's check out my own stream manager. Or like I kind of want to manage. Oh, we have a game already. Okay, I really expected to have like a 10 minutes delay on it, but we have a game already. Or like we will be the last one to queue up, to be honest. I think some others already started, but let's see here. The Sansuku is kind of fake here, but we have 2 Toras. Like seeing the 1, 2, 3 is not advisable here because we need a pair out of the 7, 8 here. We can just cut one man, one pin. One pin is more accurate. One pin is a better cut here. than the 1-man, because the 2-man is still okay, but the 3-pin here is already accepted by the 2-4. Really want to see that, but it's not advised, I think. It's not advised. With the 7-pin here, 7-9-pin shape, I might see the next 6 so, but I think we are cutting 1-2 here, giving us the additional tile. If we get E something here, we have a thunder shape now. We can. The 2-pin is still useful here with the 3-pin C, with the constant C, with the 577 and Totsu shape. Really unfortunate backfire here, but I'm pretty sure it was the right decision here. 3-pin twice car. We have 3 Taurus with the thunder hand. If we win this, we will be very good to go. As the top 2 format, we can't really see that. 8-0 once got. If it was some perhaps 9-pin, 2-pin is okay. 6-0, like if you want to go for thunder, the extra 8-0 is actually pretty useful. It is. Must be almost 10 per across, but it's not like that we can do much about it anyway. Wait, Monkabe, 6-0 is almost dead. The 9-0, we are probably getting the 9-0 anyway. I don't think we can cut 7-8 here. I think we are kind of just stuck here on the 6-9 so, or basically on the 9 so. Shouldn't deal in here with the 7. Upper pin looks very sus actually. Hamiichi here. It's a ramen. The 9 so should be pretty good here, but of course Torment is Tempai, so like it's not amazing. Like the 6-9 with this 8-0 might be coming out actually, but we will see. Also 5-man, 1 chance for our opponents. Torment seems to be out though. One, two, three, very big fault there actually. They see 2 8-0s. If they have a third 8-0, it's 1 chance on the 9. There's still a lot left, but of course the Tidorichi. And they don't have that many Doras because we have most of the Dora and Nani? That must be Tempe, by the way. Like the E-spawn is ambitious because they were still E-something. And then they are definitely Tempe, and that is the high taste here. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Kamita, for the Pons Honokara. What is it? Arigato onegaishimasu? Or something like that. I wonder which game will get spectated. I will just check which game will get spectated. I don't know which they have in mind. Chinitsu time. We don't have that much else, so we don't have value in the other suits. We didn't get spectated. It's another game. It's basically the game with the first place still. Who finished first is a I can't see it. A DCC. Got like a 130 plus game. Only it's just really weak. Oh yeah, but like I don't see any value here anyway, but I think we are almost forced to keep the ramen. Like our plus is not coming together, and the 5 so like I don't know. Like perhaps we should have a 5 so here in our hand. We should just keep the 6-pin. I'm just focusing the Honitsu, which is so fake here. It's not even a thing here. Is that a Kokushi on the right? I doubt it. Let's see the rank. Because it might tell a lot. They're all sick. Yeah. Like, if it's not like a Kokushi, which is probably isn't, then it's usually a 7 pairs. Sometimes a Shionko. And Like, it's not a regular hand for sure here on the right. Let's go back to my stream manager. Yeah, the 6 being a massive mistake, this 5 so questionable as well for us. Questionable for sure, but we don't have Torah acceptance, just make it really hard. I don't know if the Kokushi is, yeah, the Kokushi is dead. Kokushi is now dead with this extra 1 man, so that is really good news for us, or like, I didn't think they had the Kokushi with this early 9 so I got anyway, but the green is actually pretty okay here, but the problem is if they have the green jacket, they can have the Toras as well. It's a Tora 2 here with on the sample 2 man 7 pin. But if the green tilts in, they can have the 1 pin Tora as well. So, but I'm pretty sure the greens were here on the right with bots here. Like in a top 2 format, there is not much that, like, it's like kind of boring here to be honest. Like up like 16, up like the Hana man Shimo 6k each. This puts us in a really good spot, but like because it's top 2, we don't really need to fight that hard here. We just it's really not like exciting here for us because we will be already playing defensively. I do think they have a flush here on the right. I do think they have a flush, so we are not touching the social blocks. We have a Benson here, overlap. Do we have anything safe? 16 is a nice try, but I think the white is just better. The 6 into the 5, or the 5 now into the 6 is really a good try. Ichisuchi here on the 2 so is also pretty okay, but the 6 is now Nakasuchi. They are pushing here on the right. But like, I want to Sakir the 2 so, but as long as we have Kamputsa across, and Simons are pushing here very hard, creating more safe touch for me, so there's no point in pushing. That's a Mangan animation or a Hana, or like a Mangan plus animation. Tora 2, Tora 3, wait, it's a Hana. It's a Hana. Now we might need more points though, but still in a lead here. Didn't pay the 6k on the Shima. Oh, we are still up like 15k from the start. I said they want 2 hands across. Slow hand, which can definitely work here with a painful hand. We don't mind throwing the green dragon here as well, but it's now twice cut. Still looking for a lot more shapes that we need. We have so many useless styles here. We have to Tora acceptance. We have actually a solid hand, but we need like 5 more turns until we can really get somewhere. Or like this extra 5 pin is like one of the better draws. The 7 man also pretty good. But we are still lacking blocks. Yeah, we are not lacking blocks actually, but the blocks here 7 8 9 for the 7 is weak. We still need to pair somewhere. We kind of missed the Sansaku here, but it is what it is. The 9 pin early key was not really a consideration at all. I think we got the 7 here. It's wider to got the 2 so, but the Pensong can still upgrade here with the 3 so, and then like It's just that the 2-0 doesn't do that much here anyway. The 8-0, I want to push the 8-0 very badly, but it's just that the 2-0 is kan poetsen soon, sometime soon. And I think we have to chase, and it's not that comfortable here, but we have the value here. It's really whatever, like the 7s should look good across with the 2-man sus. Yeah, the 6-man is KB actually, so the 7-man is actually pretty solid here. Yeah, it is. Ichimatora too. With the Ura as well. Because of the spoiler animation, the chance of Ura 3 are pretty slim here, but let's see if we... Okay, we hit the 4 pin here for the Ura-san for another Hanuman. Okay, sorry. We got a Haite and we got the Ura 3 now. Like the Haite was assisted. The Haite was assisted, I must say. We didn't really play efficiently with this with the 2-so key. But if I saw the cap, I would have just kept the 7 pin for higher temporary rates, of course. But it's still early, right? Or like it's 4 o'clock here where I live, but I usually play later. Wait, we could have cheated. We should probably cheat the next one. The AK5 so here from Kami, but it's not the best C, of course. The best scores are just pawns here on the 1557 man. And the constant C, but the Ramen C is perfectly fine here with the scores as well. We have the constant C here. The Dora comes out here on the left. I don't know what they're cooking. It doesn't feel like focusy because the East is dead. I don't know what they have. It almost also doesn't feel like a flush. It's not a T-toy as well. What do they have? A Teenager in one of the other 2 suits? Uh, like I don't know what are they disconnected here on the left? No, they did Tossy there. They did Tossy. He should keep the East here over the Chikoku Donkey Green Second. The Forza is actually pretty dead, but really weird. I am not sure what's going on here. I'm really confused. The Forza into the... We have so much value and we have some... Like, they don't have the Turas. Any Forza or the AK5, so I doubt they have the AK5. Like, we can just push this. It's painful. Just like a painful hand. Like the hand really has low chance of completing, but we know that DC doesn't have any forces. I don't know what's going on. It's just like a low level table, I guess. I guess it is a low level table here. I'm not sure what's going on. It's a 6-ton here on the left. Should be usually pretty strong here, but the stats are pretty average. Here on the left, it's a 6-ton here on the right as well. This one looks better. This one is definitely good, but they are doing some random stuff there as well, I think. And this, like, this is also like someone who just loaded their Nichi City account for the tournament type of player. Can we push this? Probably not the double south. I'm thinking about the 2-man. It's kind of one chance, but it's like the Wheels one chance because it's also using the Sabo. But I think we are just putting out some honors here. Wait, the 7-man was kaputt. The 7-man was kaputt. Yeah, we got kinda wrecked here. He should have had one more save down. He should have had the right second here over the 7-man. Luckily the south passes. The chance of double run out is the lowest on this south. Like the 3-man also has very low double run chances. Because it's one chance and it's almost never gets into a double run as well. You're actually like not that far off of a winning hand, but we can't push 2000. The 6-man is now say on the 17, so we actually have a hand. But of course we can't fight into 2 reaches. Two pin or the 7-man? It is close. There is some chance that they Tamaten here on the 7-man, that they could have cheated. We are out of safe towers. I think 2 pin 2. Was the 3 pin safe? Oh, the 3 pin was safe actually. Oh my god, we kinda suck. We kinda suck. The 3 pin was safe, but we would have got the 2 pin anyway later on. We are kinda drawing. I haven't played any Mahjong today. I haven't. It's my first warm-up game. I really don't need to warm up. Like even for how I don't warm up. You can, if you really want to rank up and you are really sweaty, you do some efficiency training, do some score calculations. But I'm not a player who does that. But I'm also not really staying in home, but that isn't really important, right? You're probably cutting the 1-2 of bamboo here later on, like here. Holding the tune against the Hunitze across with the cast wind pun. This is still 2. Wait, I need to check my saves. It's still 2 something. We need one more block. The 5-6-7 is nice. The Torah acceptance here is nice. We will cut the 2 next turn because our hand is E something and probably a pawn across. It's a pawn across, but we have a very strong hand here. It can definitely fight. We will not keep the 5, so it is not. It's slightly better than the 5-man technically, but the Torah acceptance is also cool. The 5 is. This really sucks that they fed the social here on the right. It really sucks that they fed the social because you're really stuck here. Like. Yeah, like it's our main opponent here, but I don't think we can actually do much here anyway. People should probably press the Ricci, but we are leading so much anyway. We have 2 Toras with a painful. I think Tamaton is fine just to deny our main opponent here, Akulos. Like against any other player, I would just press the retreat. It might deal into a Sabo, but it doesn't deal into that many shapes anyway. The 7 so. Oh, really? The Akashima? They should have taken the 6-9 weight there most of the time, or not? Nah, they chose the right weight, and they got reward on the Akashima. It is what it is. We tried to snipe them, or snipe the win, but it didn't work. It's really unfortunate that they summoned the AK as well, because if it's just 4,000 points, it's way better for us, of course. It's like a 5,000 extra points swing. which is quite massive here, because if we win like a small hand here, we also among consumer range. We will cut the 9 so here. The social is good for our head, but the total accepts here on the 7 month is so much more important. We just got the 8 so here. And then 0 flank for the total acceptance. The 7 so acceptance one cut is kinda okay, but we have reached no value. You can almost cut the 8-9 pin here, but I rather just take the pawn for tempai. Like if we couldn't pawn perhaps 8-9 pin, but we can just open on the tunes for just immediate tempai. The 2 1 pins and the 2 pin doesn't really affect that choice, but I really want to cut 8-9 pin here. No, just Shimokiri. Just rely on the tune pawn. Just rely on the tune pawn. I like the cut can definitely be 8-9 pin here with the 5 total. But I just want to win any hand. Basically. And then with the total acceptance, we can still have one upgrade potential here on the 7 month. The 4 month is closer to the Torah. It's about as dangerous with the 1 month here. Let's keep it. But still waiting for the tune here. Still looking for the tune. 117. Oh my god, why? It is Tama, this out. So we can fold here basically. That is kind of the reason why we don't really want to blindly press the Richie button. Although it's pretty good, like you can just hold tempai and then break at any point basically. Being clean across. Like it's it is tempai again. But we can just fold out, right? We can just fold out. This Shimo is actually pretty cool. Puts us outside the Mangan range. It's a 2-5-6 pin way, 2-5 6 pin, and it's massive actually. Almost Paimon as well. If they hit something, it would have been Paimon. But we are actually outside of Mangan Shimo range now, because we didn't press Ichi basically. So we first place should be pretty locked in, or like famous last years, but it is pretty solid here for us. Kind of punished still on the 9-pin throw. I knew it was uh, it was perhaps not the bestest card, but we are also not hard forcing the hand. If we can just fold out, we will be just forcing the no 10 here. That's the third 8, so we will not wait on the 8, so we will just 9 into 7. Also, it doesn't give us stun now if we do the 8 anyway. Kind of awkward hand here. Clean pass, which is pretty good for us. Or like the pony on the left would be the worst case scenario. But if anyone else spawns, it doesn't really affect that much. But the problem here is there are 2 indicators, and that's kind of the issue here. There are 2 indicators, so people can easily Hanuman here. And we Hanuman deal in here on the right, we are just totally screwed here. We have a ramen here, very nice. I'm not sure about, we basically have to push for tempai. If we get tempai, there's not really a choice here anyway. Especially if we get ramen tempai, like the other tempai is not that big of a fan of that. We see two 4-pins to north instead, so that also provides us for with some perio here. There's 7 trash cut. I'm not sure on the 361 though, because it's almost the only thing that is really left, you know. Lower shows who technically left as well, but I'm quite wary about the monster because I think we are breaking here. I think the tier in rate here isn't worth it. You know, on the left, I do suspect a monster raid, and there's our temper pack on the 36 being full turned out to 8 past. Sometimes. Oh, that's that one. They weren't even tempered. They weren't even tempered. But we, of course, can't know that. 36 hopefully comes out very soon. And it's unfortunately we time out this, but it's a top 2 format, so we don't need to press the Ritzy. It's definitely in normal circumstances I would press the Ritzy button there. I need to check the log. Wait, I was like, that is not the right format. We got 48. We got. I need to do the math. Sorry for that. 23.6 plus 15. Or is minus 8 and minus 25 minus 40 minus 42.1 for Rune. I don't know when the next game will start, but we will just ready up. We need top 2, so we are in a comfortable spot here. We definitely we didn't maximize our points, but the format doesn't the format really doesn't allow or it doesn't encourage you to farm more points. It's just like that. If we had a scramble format that the points carried over or something, sure we would have pressed 30 slightly more often, with the risk of getting second, of course. There was just no point here. Okay, never mind. I was just going to say I don't see any indication here of when we are going to start. It's just probably the game starts whenever everyone is ready up. We can just got an answer here, slightly more defensive, but honestly it doesn't really matter here. We can do basically everything here. It really doesn't matter. We have 46-point gap towards first, towards third, I mean, which means that it's 3 placements and then some as well. It's a full 3 placements and then 16k from pots across. I don't really like the format. I would see like to see like another complete scramble basically, where you just play random opponents, and then the top half basically goes through, and then the points carry over or something, because there's just nothing here for us. There's just nothing here for us to do. Basically, because we like, I don't want to say guarantee to be in, but we are basically playing AFK Matong here, where we are take the most offensive routes and just never take the risk 1v1. That is, we will be just very defensive here. We can keep the 6 here, I guess, for the Torah acceptance, and we have now Acapulco shape here on the monster, very nice. If we get Ramen Tempeh, we will definitely press the button, but unfortunately we discarded the 3-4, but it was kind of forced to top the 3 here with the 1 so here in our pond. And then the 4 so is just then the Shimakiri right after. It's natural cut and the 4 so. We would have a 1-2-3 there with would slide, but we are pretty happy here with the Kutsuki E something for the Nakapukura shape and the Tora acceptance. This draw is different still, right? We don't have that many safe tiles here. This social do look pretty safe. The 4 so into the lower. Okay, that's a deal in. It's Honokama from Big Daddy. Pretty good actually for us. Wait, I thought it was the Takame on the Ipeco, but it's just a thumbnail. It's just a thumbnail. Really for a Montanki. Was it Nakasuchi? I don't know. Perhaps it was Nakasuchi. Because it was Ipatsuron, and we would usually not see an Ipatsuron on a middle tile anyway. I saw one month for sure, but I'm not sure on the I'm not sure on the Severman. I didn't see it at least. But there might have been. We are probably cutting the Dora shape for the Sansaku, or like anything is okay here. Like anything is okay. 1 hand, 2 hand, 3 hand, whatever. As long as we don't get like minus 12k here, everything is fine. Kind of awkward here because we really want to go for 5 blocks here, 5 strong blocks with some safety, but we are kind of stuck here. I'm thinking we are cutting the 9 into the 8 here, keeping the tune. It's not the safest style, but it's definitely safer. It allows us to push like a 5% tile instead of a more dangerous style. The Torah has to be cut here. The pawn here from Big Daddy, they are second, so they are not my opponent here. We are not going to keep the 5, so... Really? Oh my god. I really hope that they will Tempeh, of course, but we fed them the Torah and now we are lost. It is what it is, I guess. It was kinda... It is what it is, I guess. We could have soaked the Torah for somewhat longer, but see the unfortunate circumstances, of course. We could have held on to the 5 so for sure. But we are still in a okay spot, or like, we have a very big gap, yeah, 80k to Honokawa. And it's not our main opponent here anyway. It's not our main opponent here. Big Daddy can have all the points in the world basically, but the other two, we should choke the other 2 players basically. Or like Bots is still, that is our main opponent here. Clunky hand here, 3 Toras, but not 0 shapes actually, 0 completed shapes. That is one. Our hand is actually really good here with this feel. The Drizo should probably be discarded first, but as long as we don't deal in with the Drizo this turn, everything is alright. The Forza is still okay, I guess, but it's not that good. It is good, but it's not too good because we have 5 blocks already. And the 8 ping would have probably been the cut on the foresaw, but we don't really need more shapes or the 3-sided weight. We are pretty fine with these shapes, with the 1-1-3-5-5 shape for the head, and then ramen. I don't think we want to keep that. We rather keep a safe style. It's just kind of unfortunate that we dealt into the, or like we fed mangan and then we dealt into the mangan. I wonder if we got a 5 instead, if they would have cheated. Probably not. We are E-something here. Well, painful Toratari, and then we can Tama here on the 1-4. That is our main opponent, but we still will push to Tora, I think, if we get them back. It will be kind of massive throw if we deal in, but sometimes you just have to take the risk. Perhaps you can afford, especially against the second DC. I'm really not warmed up. I'm really rusty. I just know on my reading skills, my like the safe dial stuff. I'm pretty slow. I'm pretty slow. I think the forces did look good. Green. I think the forces might be better here than 2 turns as well of safety. 1 sounds on the 1-4. The 1 pin should be 100% now as well, but we don't have a turn. 8 so shouldn't deal in, right? What's the callback? Wait, it's a gun, right? Gun into Tora 4. But they also have the high tail, which is really bad for them. Like, it's really bad for them. I don't know why they can't. They broke the tempo. The green dragon actually deals in here in the top 7 and the 5-8 man was stop all run. At least we didn't deal in with the green dragon because that was definitely a candidate of mine. But we know that Simota doesn't have the green dragon there because they have a thunder hand, or I put them on a thunder hand. So we know that the other players have the green dragon basically, or it's in the dead wall, but it's only like 14 tiles left, 2 green dragons in the wall is very unlikely. So like that they have a pair doesn't mean they're all waiting on it for sure. Because they can just have it as their final pair, but it also gives them a Raku if you deal into a Sabo. Hatching like 7 pairs here. 7 pairs is probably the best outcome. Double 7 so throw perfect as well. 7 so throw and then into Thunder Tora 3. But the 7 so double to get it twice is just hard. To get it once is also pretty hard. We need double 7 so and then 9-man into 3 pin into the 2-5 man, but we are towards the east something actually. But if we can fold out, we will try to fold out. But as long as we don't really have safety, we are kind of obliged to fold. There's 8 shows are 1 chance, but it deals into the Tora shape. I think we can push the 1 chance here. It's definitely scary because it deals into the Tora shapes, but I don't see anything better though. I don't know why we are keeping shapes. With the 6-pin cap 8 now. We can just play 4-pin into 6-pin. We don't really mind if Onakawa wins. They will 4. We have an 80,000 lead over them. And then it's just 3 placements plus 40k basically. Which is very massive. Ace is safe. He should have had some more points though. I want to push the south, but the 7-pin is just slightly more accurate. If the 9 months deal in, we saved ourselves quite a lot. of trouble because the 9 months we are on the menu as well, but we push 8 so 1 chance instead. Two peanut can. Torment has high tech. If that deals in, it almost can't deal in. We have the 3P. We are like, we don't have a turn, but 3P looks okay, but Tora, high tech, 4-7, and the 6 here on the left. Concern with the AK Tora. It's pretty okay, south here. We are, let's see, we are ahead of Big Daddy here. On the right, Bolt is at -46. We are still ahead of Bolt here. It's 20, it's 30. We are 10,000 ahead of Bolt, and we are way ahead here on the left as well. Almost ideal point situation here. Or like not being fourth, of course, but it's still 24 here against Honokawa is 50, but it's 80. They need like 30k more difference here on the left. They might get here with the Tora Richie. Everything is like, or like everything, yeah, or like 0 shooties out, except for, or like 1, I guess. The 3P does solve a lot of issues here for our head, but the secondary Richie is not ideal, of course. But like we will see. Hit 6 is now Nakasuchi. Actually, pretty solid outcome, unless it's like Rakuman levels, which it's luckily not. It's like so they shouldn't even be on this way. Like bots got wrecked there. Bots got screwed because they shouldn't have been on this way. They should have the ramen with the Tora instead. They should have had the ramen with the 1 man instead, 1 4-man with the extra Tora chance. I think we are still first here. I don't, wait, Big Daddy might be first now. 27. Nah, we are first here. Field was standing, we are still first. It's 30, it's 67k now, 3 placements and 37k. But we have a 80k lead over them, so it's still 20k for them to go. I think, right? Yeah, it's still 20k, I'm pretty sure. If I'm doing the math right, -15 is 30 points. No, it's 13,000 to go for them. 13,000. Wait. I was like, each something. I was like, what are my saves? Where's the pill? I almost got. I thought we had like ramen or something. If we had to confirm some score, if we had 1, 2, 3, we got the 8 here, but the it is now better. But if we had a 1 here, we would definitely each is here for Ichitora. Unfortunately, no Ichi. The 2-man is 1 scout, but the 9 should still be pretty solid here. Like the scores are so close, and like there's no point in not pressing to Ichi. Like there is a world where we deal into Honokama, and we might be ending up dealt with Big Daddy overtaking me as well. But if we deal in here 12k, we are actually throwing. If we deal in here on the left, we are actually throwing, but oh my god. It's actually not that bad to deal into both, but it's Ipatsu, Tonrao, it's a 7-7 on the Takame as well. I need to do the maths. We are, oh my god, if we don't make it in, we are trying so hard, but it's 20k, 40k. Technically still feels, but it's really tight. Everyone is pretty catching up to us. Wait, is Big Daddy? Big Daddy is 27. We need to hold here. We need to hold. It's I kind of regret the decision to reach C, but I of course like being first there. With the scores being so close, just any points would just guarantee me. If we get third, we are basically guaranteed as well. But uh, at least we did deal into Honokawa, I guess. But the scores are very close here. We just got the pair, and we just have like a T-Deutsche hand tonight, but we have a Thunder here as well. The Northman Scouts as well, regular hand isn't ideal, but we are going for a Thunder hand here. We have 3 pairs, but nothing else is that appealing. That's a 3 pin. Oh my god, this game. We can pawn 4 and 7 pin here. 5-8 man for 7 pin. The game is really trolling me so hard because the T-Deutsche was so fake. Or like if we have Thunder, or like it's that we have Thunder, but you have some good chance here. The 4 pin would slightly be better probably than the 5 man. But we can pawn 8 man for 7 pin here. Unfortunately not 4, 5, 6 for the Sun School, but the Sun School is pretty tough to get. We can just keep it. There's a card by 3 pin. We kind of need to try to just win 1 or 2 more hands to guarantee it. To guarantee the win. We are virtually first right now, but it's not close. It's really not close. It's like if something bad happens, we are just third as well. Like it's really close in terms of scores. Dora cards, but the Dora is out now. We don't need to win the hand, so if we throw really something too dangerous here on the right, I don't even know if they have Raku. I don't know. The Green Dragons perhaps, but the hand should be cheap anyway. The hand should be cheap, but the Ramen Tempeh here is almost like we can't really give it up. I think we are just going for the Ransom and then there's one more tile. What do we not want to throw? A middle monster which doesn't shimmer basically. That is not the only thing that we don't want to throw. The 3-6 across, but no Raku. There's any small amount of points to matter here because the scores are quite tight here. We are 8,000 ahead of Honokawa. 20 is 40k there. We are about 6k ahead of bots. And we are way ahead of Big Daddy, but they do have a dealership left. 19. We are 8k ahead of everyone actually. So we can actually fold out and hope for no dealer repeats here on Big Daddy. And then no Mangan at the end. That is our winning condition here. But we have a winnable hand here. We should probably just win the hands that we can win. And then just give up our dealer later on. If we end up outside of Mangan Shimo range, we are really good to go. 5 pin is in the wall, or like the indicator, so to the left for that. Rankan is a pretty solid upgrade here, and the 7 pin here is pretty solid. It's 4 tiles versus 2 tiles here for the 5 now. And we will just see anything here, and then just collect a few more points, and then we should be locked in here. It's just really unfortunate circumstances, or if you don't make it, or events, I mean. Just have to see Makiri here. The 4 pin might lose out on the Dora. The 2 pin isn't great either. I don't think they are tempeh yet. That one doesn't make that much sense. It's a ramen tea, but we are still eat something here. I think we are just going 2-pin, 2-pin. For slightly more safety, losing out on the 5-pin acceptance. But I don't think the 4-pin ever deals in, but there are only one 5-pin left, right? The point doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense still. I don't believe they have tempeh here on the Green Dragon at all. I don't buy it. 6-man gun, it's not really what we wanted to see, but I guess it is what it is. Tora, a new Tora that is. Almost feels like a Honitsu or some bullshit across actually, but this is bad for us. Is it an Honitsu really with the 6? Is it a Chinitsu Tora? Really, the one man almost dealt in there. The one man actually almost dealt in. I need to do the math, but Bots is ahead. Bots is ahead of me. Yeah, I probably should have discarded the Dora there. Oh my god, why do we have a Kobushi hand? Bots is only ahead of us. Honokawa needs. Oh my god, we are so close here. I'm about 5,000 ahead of Honokawa, and then I'm. Oh my god, disaster, disaster. If they see more, especially over, especially over. We did throw the game, or like we did throw. Biggest throw ever. At least you can commentate. At least you can commentate tomorrow. Big Daddy has to push because I don't think they are in the top 2 because I'm in position first, I'm in spiritual second. But if there's a Shimo here by Honokawa, they are in the top 2. Oh my god, why are we doing so many uncles? Concerns on the upper monster, but the honors are still better. Okay, we are out. We are out. The biggest throw ever. The biggest throw. I don't know. Yeah, we are out. Okay, I will end the stream as well, and then I will end the stream, and I will see you in the commentator booth. But that is game. We are not top 2, so we are out. Big throw. It's just really unfortunate though. But even with 8k, perhaps like it's just like this one. It's just so unfortunate as well. It's just really tough here. Like they have a yeah. It's just like perhaps 18 to 9, but it doesn't matter. Because the Tora has to come out anyway, and then the 6 for the 2-5. He also especially skilled because we don't have any safety here. We tried to Sakikiri, but didn't work. Let's eat something here. We could have posted Tune out. But, and then this we see here. We are just fierce here. Like, there's nothing to be done here. And then it says here on the left, well, some point. And then we won this, and then we didn't win this one. Really unfortunate. The pond didn't make any sense. I should have probably just put them on a flash. We should have just got the 1-man, but the 1-man pass here as well. So I wasn't that afraid, to be honest. But this 1-man is definitely a mistake here, but I almost didn't believe that they had the flash. I almost didn't believe. The Thoraci on the left are massive here. And then the Hanuman into the Hanuman here. Really, unfortunately we couldn't feed Torment here. They